welcome back to Game Room Crafts. I'm Kelly. This is my game room. Let's play. Today is Froggy Friday, and we're doing something a little different. Well, first of all, I'm going to be making ladybugs, and I'll show you that just a second. So, the kid and I, when she was in school, used to play with cabochons a lot, and we'd use it to make jewelry. We made pendants, and I'll show you some of the stuff we did actually. We made rings, we made pendants, and some of these are nail polish dipped, and some of these are paper cut backs because we would do magnets and all kinds of fun stuff. We did crackle ones and we made earrings with it. So we did lots of stuff with cabochons. I decided that I'm going to play with cabochons today. I'm going to make ladybugs because it's that time of year. We see a lot of ladybugs. And this is how I'm going to do it. I already made up a bunch of them. They're already dry and ready to go. But I'll show you what I did. So we take a clean, clear cabochon. And don't throw it on the... Now I'm just using my Sharpie Creative Marker. You do you. You can use a marker. You can use nail polish. You could use acrylic paint. I just don't have the patience to sit here and paint it and then wait for the paint to dry. I use my Sharpie Creative Marker. That's her head. Then... I'll bring it up closer. I come right down the middle of her head and go right down her body. I'll try to make sure I don't have any clear spots where it's pulling away. Okay. Then I just take the tip of my pen and I make my dots.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's good. 6 and 6. Now the only thing that's missing for her would be antenna, but we're not going to worry about that. So I'm going to take, because it's wet and I don't have time to wait, I'm going to take my heat gun, just dry it real quick. And that's fast. That fast. Then I like mine to be shiny and glittery. So I have here some New York Colors long wearing. It's Broadway Burgundy Frost. And it's red-ish and it has glitter in it. And all I do is paint the entire back of the cabochon. It doesn't matter if it goes over the head or not. I kind of like it too because I'm using the nail polish to also seal in the marker. Now for that, I'm only going in one direction. Why? Because that's not the end of it. So again, I'm impatient. I'm going to use the heat gun. And that's done. And then I take a second, well, depending on how you want your ladybug done. Now, I have a bunch here, and I have some that are just the NYC color over the black. You can kind of see through it, but I like it pretty. If I take my dark color, which is here, Color Mates, this is Precious Memories, then it becomes opaque, but still a beautiful red. You can still see the glitter from the first nail polish in it, but now it's opaque. So that's dry. I just take this opaque color because the NYC glitter one is transparent, and I'm going in the opposite direction. Why? It cuts down on the streaks when you're looking through it, because that's the whole point, right? Because you're going to be looking through it from the top. To me, if you go in the opposite direction from how you first painted it, it cuts down on the streaks. Now he's the last one painted, so he'll be the last one used. So that means I don't really need to worry about drying him. I'm just going to let him sit. But the rest are done. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them inside my frog. So we're going to be pouring this in layers. And I was going to color in his eyes, but I think I'm just going to leave it alone and we'll color it after the fact and just make it black. So what I'm going to do is we're going to pour this in layers. We're going to start the first layer. We're going to put down clear. I'm going to put in maybe 3 ladybugs. And I'll make it a mix of opaque and translucent, semi-translucent. Definitely getting one in the head. Then let that layer cure up. Second layer, more ladybugs, different positions. We're going to start with layer 1. Now, as we know, for this particular frog, I know he takes 4 ounces total. However, I know that the glass cabochons are going to take up some space. So I'm not thinking I'm going to end up needing 4 ounces. But since I'm pouring it in layers, I don't think it matters. So I'm going to make up 1 ounce of resin, and I will be right back. So I'm going to put a dash of pickle, my extra fine green glitter. Oh, that was a lot. That was more than I wanted. I hope that doesn't take over. Now, this is going on a trip through our debubbler. I will be right back. Okay, we're back, and that has had its bubble trip. Still have a bit of surface bubbles, but that's to be expected with the glitter. And there is no glue in here, by the way, because if it falls, it falls. This is just layer one. I'm gonna pour it in, some down into the head, some down in this back thigh here, both of them. Now, what I did was, while I was waiting, I found these little sea beads. And at first I was going to use these larger blue iridescent beads in the toes, but I decided I wanted to go with green. So I found these little green kind of shiny glass beads, but they're smaller than the blues. So they fit great in the back toes because the back toes are smaller. Did you ever notice that? Yeah, back toes are smaller. So they fit perfectly in the back toes, but in the front toes, there was a lot of space in there. So what I did was I put two. I just put two of them. So I'm going to get all this resin out because, I mean, we're going to need it. We're going to need it eventually. And I'm debating if I should wait a little while before I drop my ladybugs in. And I think I'm going to because I want the resin to kind of thicken up. I don't want it all the way to tacky stage. I just want it a little more gel-like than what it currently is. Right now, it's very much in its liquid form. I want it a little more body to it so that maybe it will keep our ladybugs off the surface of the frog. I don't want him surfacing. And if I had thought about it, I would have glued it, but I wasn't thinking. Okay, so we're gonna let that gel up. I'm gonna wait about, I think I'm gonna give it like 20 minutes and check it with my skewer and we'll go from there. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes. It's not yet string phase, but there was something floating in it. Yeah, it's not ready yet. You can see how liquidy it is. Oh, while it's like this, I'm gonna manipulate it because all my glitter went into one spot. I'm gonna kind of move it around a bit, hopefully. Like, I don't really want it too much in the head. All right, I'll leave it alone. Come back in a little bit. Hey, we're back, and we have hit a gel-like phase. Hopefully, I don't want to push my stick down too far into it because I don't want to make a hole. So this is what we're going to do. I have 3 ladybugs. I may go as far as 4, but let's see. These are the opaque, and this is the just glitter. But before we put them in, I want to wipe their backs down to make sure that they're clean. And that shouldn't do anything because, should I use maybe I will use my tweezers. Because it's big, but I don't want to get my fingers all yucky. My big tweezers. All right, make sure the head is facing, I want it facing that way. Oh, no, no, no. I dropped a... See, that's exactly what I did not want to do. Confun it. Well, that's going to mess everything up. Oh, boy. And I dropped her from high up, too, so she got a splash. Good gracious, Cal. Come on. Get it together, lady. Ugh. Well, I can tell you right now, I created a big bubble. All right. Let me do these 2 on the tops because the rounded part is what you're going to see when you're looking at the ladybug. When you're looking at the top of the frog. Because remember, this is the back of the frog. Okay, so we have him facing this way. All right, I want to see if I can get that further into her head. Good gracious. All right, get that yucks off. All right, where'd you go, Miss Ladybug? There she is. Okay, so I want to put one, again, facing that way. Kind of more like facing her feet, I guess. There. And this one, yeah, they're sinking. As gel-like as we are, they're sinking. But nothing I can do about it now. Okay, and this one I'm going to put back here, kind of like by the butt. And it's kind of facing his foot. It's going to sink too. I know it is because the other 2 sank. But there you go. That's where it's at. All right, now I can get those bubbles out of there. That'd be wonderful. Like right on the back of the ladybug. Which, I mean, normally I wouldn't care if it's on the back of the ladybug. but that's only layer 1. There's going to be more. Let's see. All right, I'm going to mix up my resin for layer 2. Pour that on there, and again, am I gonna let it sit? Well, we'll see. I'm gonna mix up my resin. I'll be right back. Okay, I just got through pouring layer 2 of the resin, and it was just clear. There's nothing in it, not even glitter, because I think I've got way too much glitter on the first layer, so I don't think I need any more glitter.
Too much glitter.
Well, yeah, look at it. Anyway, I didn't realize that I was not recording when I poured it. So I'm going to let that. This is layer 2. It's going to sit for... Now, it's going to take less time to cure because the layer underneath it is still hot. So I'm going to give it an hour total. And then I will come back and see where we're at. I actually want my pieces solid this time. Because the last time I was in gel phase and the ladybug still sank all the way down to the bottom. I don't want that. I want it to be where I put it. Not only did it sink, but it migrated towards the center, which hopefully they didn't turn because I had their heads facing a specific pattern. It looks like the first one did turn though. I wanted it facing straight, and it looks like from what I can see that it turned and it's facing one direction. We're going to give that an hour and we will... Oh, what is this? This is a hair. Give that an hour and then we will come back and put our ladybugs on. All right? See you in a bit. Second verse, same as the first. We have gel phase. And just gonna... I have 3. So we put them... We're putting them... So you've got the rounded shiny side and then you have the painted side. We're putting them shiny side down. I need to put on a glove because I don't want to get resin on me. PPE. All right. Let's see if we can get one right. Apparently we're going to get one right there. That's not where I want you. I want you over there. See? Gel phase. So this might not be the one to do if you're clumsy like me. Because maybe you want somebody else to be dropping in the bugs. Okay, so Froggy has thighs and they're kind of deep. I'm going to put some ladies in his thigh area and... Stop touching the resin. Jeez Louise, where's your head? This way. And let's see. Those are all the opaque ones. I'm going to put a translucent one here. I'll put one over here too. Holy cow. I mean, consistently, every single one. Goodness. All right, so they're good. They're still kind of floating, sort of, kind of, a little bit. They're kind of doing what I want them to do. I don't see them moving yet. Kind of keep an eye on them for a little bit. And gross. All sticky. All sticky. And as I'm watching them, I'm going to... I was going to put another layer. So like I said, Mr. Froggy here takes 4 ounces of resin. I've done now 2 ounces of resin with our glass. I'm not sure how much more I'll get in there. I think I'm going to go ahead and pour an ounce now and let it completely harden. That one's going to have to completely harden because what I'm going to do is I am going to put some chrome powder on the hardened layer and then put my final clear coat on the bottom, which should seal in my toes. Oh, speaking of toes, look at that. One of them is trying to migrate. Back in there, buddy. Stay where you belong. Yeah, these are just, they're seed beads and they're really cute and shiny. But, you know, there are holes. You will see the holes. I tried to turn them so that when you're looking at it from above, you're seeing glass, not hole. But I don't know if it will stay. When I pour the resin on it, yeah, I'm going to stop messing with it right now because I'm going to pour the resin on it anyway. And it will move. They all will move. Like the front toes, I don't really have a choice because there's 2 in there. There's 2 in each of them. So they're either up and down or hopefully you'll be able to see some of the glass. All right, 1 more ounce. We'll be back. And we're back. And it is the next morning. I had a little mishap and I flipped my frog over and all his toe beads fell out. So I'm going to have to replace those. But before I do that, I'm going to go in and I'm going to color everything with my green chrome powder from Mateo. I store these sideways, so I always tap it so anything that's in the cover goes down into the jar. Beautiful color. I'm definitely going to go in and do my legs. Okay, because some of it is straight up mold. And I'm going to go ahead and brush those in while the mold is naked, one should say. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop some tack it over and over on my resin because I fell asleep last night. I was supposed to do this last night and I missed my window. See, if I had come in and done this when it was still slightly tacky, then I wouldn't have to use a tack it over and over. But I fell asleep. I decided to go ahead and let it cure completely rather than come in and do it when it's tacky. And what that did was it messed it up a bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some tack it over and over. Take my little lipstick brush here. And I'm going to brush this on everywhere I want the color to stick, which is basically everywhere. I want it to stick everywhere. When I brush it on, I will burnish it down. And then I will put my final layer of color, colored resin into Mr. Froggy. I think I got it everywhere. Just in case, put a little bit more right there. I want this green, shining green, as if my ladybugs are sitting on grass. Okay, cover that up. Now, tack it over and over. You put it on, it's white. You can see that, right? Okay, white. When it goes clear, that means it's ready. And that is when I will go in and I will put my mica on, my chrome powder on. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to get my beads back in the toes where I want them. Uh-oh, I dropped one. That's not good. I will never find it again. All right, into the toe holes. I'm trying to put the bigger ones in the bigger hole. And I want them kind of standing up. If I can get it to stand up, that'd be awesome. Because then when I'm looking at it from the top, I will see the green rather than the hole. Because these are seed beads. There are holes. So while I'm waiting for my glue to dry, and it's just about there, I am seeing that it's no longer white. It's going towards clear, and that's good. I have mixed up 1 ounce of the Hey Clear 1-to-1 epoxy resin. It's the same resin that's already in Mr. Froggy. And I'm going to put a little bit of the same color that I'm going to brush onto his back into my resin. Just so that, just in case I miss anything, it all gets in and covered. I'm thinking about it, and I don't know if my beads are going to be completely seeable through the resin this way, but oh well, it is what it is. I'd rather have complete coverage than see the beads. Okay, here we go. I am a complete dope and just realized that, number one, I apparently lost the beads on my frog. And number two, I'm not wearing gloves. Did you notice that? Usually, most often, I'm wearing gloves every time I touch or get near touching resin. And time, for whatever reason, I wasn't thinking. And I think it's because I knew I was going to be playing with the powder and the glue, and I didn't want to get it. It's hard to do it with gloves on. Okay, I got my beads back in. I'm going to get my gloves on now. Yeah, always do the PPE, peeps. Always. Okay, let's get rid of that because I don't need it anymore. And I find this to be the easiest way for me to clear the paddle without losing a lot of the resin that's stuck on it. We take so much time to try and get the correct measurements, and then we lose the correct measurement when we don't scrape off our paddles, don't scrape out our cups, all of that. Wonder why we're short. See how that's going clear now? Okay, this is going on a trip to the debubbler, and while I do that, I am going to brush my powder onto my mold. Here's my brush. And I'm going to use what's in the cap first because no sense in wasting it. And you see that? It's going on nicely and attaching to that glue. And now we come in with the big guns. That is a really pretty green. This is the Mateo, M-A-T-I-O. I will link it in the description box below. This is the Mateo Chrome Powder set. Fortunately, I ruined the box that they were in because I spilled resin on them. Go figure. Keeping in mind that some of the leg already has resin in it and some of it does not. So that is getting put straight onto the mold itself. Yep, I just flicked one of the, did you see it? I just flicked one of his toe bubbles. I'm gonna have to find that and bring it back. No escape the bubbles. None. I think I got everything, but on the off chance that it did not, that is why I made my resin green. Same green. And hopefully that covers the spot. See, now I see a part over there that it's not taking it. Get this bead back where it belongs. Uh-oh, that's not where it belongs. I see a spot right there that is not covered. I don't know that I'll be able to get it covered. Put some glue there and let it dry and see what happens. It's bugging me. The thing is, I know that I'm going to be pouring green resin on it and it should be okay, but I can't stand that everything else is covered and that little spot is clear. It bugs me, which, to be fair, is not difficult to do. I am not a patient person. I have to let it be what it is now at this point, because I am messing up the rest of it by adding, moving that glue around. So that gets put away for another day. I have to say, I like the two chromes. I like to try the color shift and I think they have flakes. I'm not absolutely sure, but I'll have to check because I like this stuff. I do. And that has been through its debubbler journey. I'm really just going to pour this in. I guess I'm going to start in the center. I hope I have enough. I should have enough. Come in towards the feet. Slowly. Making sure I get the legs and the feet up into the toes. We're a little over on that foot. I can tell. Just wipe it towards the center. Make sure every toe has a drop of the resin. Just drag it from the leg up into its little tootsie. And that's good. You see, I went a little fast when I poured down here. I was afraid I was going to spill it right over the side. I'm okay if it looks domed because there will be shrinkage. We know this. I think I'm good. I'm going to go right here under his chin and just make sure there's no bubble there. Okay, so he's good. I'm going to leave him alone. I don't want to mess with him too much, as I am apt to do. I just figured if I can get this stuff clean, then I won't have to trim it off. But as we all know, resin goes where resin was. It will find its way to get there. So if I have a little resin sitting there and it's for whatever reason going to want to overflow, it's going to go straight for that spot where resin used to be and try to fill in that spot, like between those toes over there that I already cleaned off once. I love these little glue spreaders. They scrape really well. They're hard plastic, not silicone. They scrape really well. You just clean it off right after. It's not a problem. And it comes in like a pack of, I want to say 5, but it could have been 6 or 10. I wasn't really paying attention. Got it on deal in Amazon haul. If I can find the link, I will stick it in the link below. It makes cleaning up the mold at this stage quite easy. And actually, even when it's dry and you can't get it off, because it's hard plastic, you can use it to scrape off the resin. So there's that. Okay, I have less than an ounce. I would say maybe ½ ounce. So what am I going to do with it? Well, about a blingy paw print. I was playing with mold making this past week and I made some blingy paw prints. Some were better than others. So I have to see how these things. The bear, maybe. I might have enough to make the bear. I have to decide which of these paw prints I like better. They were done with glue. I've seen people doing it with glass. I've done it with glass. Depending on what glitter you're using, is going to determine how much bling you get. So this one's a little, I know I used the like super chunky glitter on this one. Let's try it and see what happens. Shall we? Get all this resin out because you don't want to waste it. Why waste the resin goodness?
A little while later.
So that's it. We have to let this sit and just there is nothing left to do except let it sit, let it do its thing. I'm not even going to put it in the curing box because really, what's the point? Everything else was cured. It's just that 1 ounce of resin that needs to be cured up. So I'm just going to leave him alone. Let him do his froggy little thing. And when we come back, we will demold him and see how our Ladybug picnic turned out. All right? See you in a bit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The ladybugs came to the ladybugs picnic.
And we're back. And they're done. I'm going to get the extra out first, which was just a little bit of extra green that we had. And we made a crispy bear. You see that? I'm sparkly. I like him. He needs a little trimming up, but he's cute. I will probably tomorrow, after he's done hardening up, because he's still warm, I will scuff up his back and pop a magnet on him, and he will become a fridge magnet. Would you like that? Yeah, that mold was made with glass. Other two I made using glitter. Okay, so Froggy Friends time. I'm going to peel it from around his toes and then pop his thigh. And then come on this side, same thing. Peel it from around his toes and pop his thigh. And these front toes are going to need a little trim up. I kind of knew that. I kept trying to clean up that area, but it was not to be. This side's better. This side didn't get over poured as much as this side. So take out the toes. Let's see if we can pull him. There we go. Whew, I will tell you, he is still hot out of the cooker. Needs a little trim up here. That's like resin paper. Now, the thing I like about taking him out when he's still hot is that it makes it easier to trim off any overpours. It's softer and I can just come in, because this was never going to be able to be deburred. It won't fit in that spot. So you've got to use your clippers. I'll just come in at an angle. Clip out his webbing. I know, I guess technically I wouldn't have to, right? Because don't frogs have web toes? I mean, IRL. Okay. There. Okay. That's thin, like paper. Same with the little edge down here. Very thin. Just pull it off. This is why my fingernails are always jacked up, though. And in case you were wondering, yes, I'm procrastinating and flipping him over because I'm afraid that it didn't turn out the way I wanted. All right. Well, we'll give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Ready? Go. Oh, I like him. Now, I may have used a little too much glitter in that first pour because it makes it a little more difficult to see our ladybugs. You turn it to the side here, you can see our ladybugs. You got one right there by his eye. I like that. I really do like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is color his eye. We're just going to color it in black. Oh, I don't know, kid. Oh, I put a little too much glitter in the first pour. You can see it. What color should we make his eyes? Should we do it in black or should we do it?
Black, I think.
He's still a little soft. You wouldn't want to touch him. He's hot. Hot frog.
Hot frog.
What's for dinner? Hot frog.
No!
Why is it I can always do one eye and then the other eye goes wonky?
Cause stubborn.
The eye is stubborn or I'm stubborn?
The eye.
Oh, I see.
Good job with the ladybugs.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
There he is. There he is. Now, if I had a teeny tiny ladybug, I would attach it, like put it on his finger.
Oh, that would be cute.
Like a ring. Well, ladybug ring. But I don't have any tiny cabochons. If I had a tiny cabochon, I could do it. It's so cute. Oh, whibbit. Oh, whibbit. And that is what happens when a frog invades a ladybug picnic. Yep. He was hungry. He ate all the ladybugs.
How horrible.
So that is our make for Froggy Friday. I had fun. I tried something new. A couple of new things today. I also revisited an old craft that we used to do when you were a little.
Mm-hmm.
Doing coloring cabochons. And yeah, I kind of like how he turned out. Now, if I was to do it again, I would put less glitter in the first pour. And I would definitely maybe put a little glitter in each of the other pours. Because you can see there's glitter on the top, there's color on the bottom, and then it's clear through the body. So,
like a portion of the glitter you put in the first layer should have been in the second layer?
yes. Just very much less. So I don't know. I may do that again, but I don't think it'll be ladybugs. Maybe it'll be bees. Or something like that. I don't know. Would a frog eat a bee? Anyway, thank you again for joining us here in the game room on Froggy Friday. Please check out the playlist below. Lots of froggy fun. Lots of hopping good times going on.
Oh, geez.
I had to, if you can't use the pun, what's the point? I had to. We will be here next Froggy Friday, which will be next month, second Friday of the month. We'll also be here for Skull Sunday, which will be the last Sunday of the month. And otherwise, every Thursday, right here, same time, same channel. Thank you again for joining us here in the game room. Come see us again. Actually, it would be Thursday. Our next video will be Thursday. I'm not sure what we have on tap, but whatever it is, we will endeavor to make it fun. In the meantime, don't forget to play. See you soon. Bye.